So Chiang Mai, much like the rest of Thailand, is really feeling the effects of not having any tourism here for well over a year now. So I'm right down the end of town that's almost entirely tourism related. And today I'm going to take you out and I'm going to show you what this place is like and what the effects have been. So you've got these entire malls and markets that are just like completely abandoned. So we've got all these like food stalls here and basically everyone's just packed up and they've left. So I can just walk right in here and now I'm right in the middle of where all these food places were. They've been completely gutted, you know, they've taken out all the cooking equipment and anything of value. But then other things have been left here, which, you know, it just kind of seems like people just up and left in a hurry. Like, you know, there's still got pots and pans here. There's still washing up that hasn't been done in the sink. Still got things here. It's just crazy. Honestly, it's like one of those post-apocalyptic zombie movies where everyone's just picked up and left in a hurry. So this place, it's not locked or anything. It's not boarded up. You can literally just walk in. But these were all, you know, they've got these little markets everywhere. And they're all over Thailand, you know, they all sell the same sort of things, you know, they got the t-shirts or backpacks or whatever, you know, the same little market stalls that you see everywhere here in Thailand. And they've all just left, you know, most of these places are completely empty, you know, a lot of them don't even have locks on them or anything. So they've obviously taken out everything that was in there. Places like this were absolutely insane. You know, this whole area was full of like little night markets and food stalls and stuff like that. You've got a bar up here. They used to have live bands up there and music that would just pump throughout this whole place. It's just crazy to see how dead it is and how quiet it is now. There's no one here. So a lot of the bars here in Chiang Mai are actually open at the moment. You know, they're able to trade as restaurants and stuff like that. This whole section behind me here, this is all those little lady bars, but because it's an area of town where there's nothing else, there's no reason for people to come here. This was almost entirely tourism related. You know, there's the night markets, there's the night bazaar, there's all like, you know, food stalls and places to eat and stuff like that. But now there's no reason for people to come here because none of it's actually open. This end of town is all malls, shops, markets, you know, night markets, food stalls, things like that, all aimed at tourists. I mean, look, I'm in the middle of a main road now and there is no cars, there is no people here. The local Thai people, they don't come here and they don't shop here. This was all tourism based and none of these places have survived. You've got these giant market buildings, you know, these are normally really bustling places. Like you can hardly walk through here sometimes. And it's just so weird to just see, like there's no one here. It's just like eerily quiet. There's nothing. And it just looks like, because there's still mess and stuff everywhere. It just looks like everyone's just literally just picked up, grabbed what they could and bolted. It's super weird here. This is super weird. You can just walk straight into the offices, you know, they got the keys hanging on the wall of all, like, you know, to get into all these places. There's no one in here, there's nothing around, just a couple of weird cats everywhere that are keeping an eye on me, but super spooky. There's another one over here. Super spooky in here. you know, you come to some of these malls and like the lights aren't even on. It's super weird. I mean, it looks like people haven't been here in years, but in reality, it's only been like just over a year that everything's been closed. But man, it just, you know, there's like, can you see there's just like trash everywhere? So it's funny, one thing I didn't factor in is that I haven't had lunch yet and I'm hungry and there is absolutely nothing open around here. So I'm looking for somewhere to eat. I'm trying to find even just like a street food vendor or something, and there's literally nothing at the moment. Well, I haven't had much luck finding lunch and it's looking like I'm gonna have to resort to, of course, the McDonald's is open. I mean, there's so much amazing food here in Thailand that it's a shame to end up in McDonald's in a way, but I normally only have when I'm like super hungover or something like that, but God, it is delicious. So just around the corner from where I was filming before is Chinatown now. This is one of the places that they do the food handouts. These are happening all over the country at the moment. They're mostly volunteer based, you know, people give up their own money and time to help these programs, you know, and make them work. So this one is really good. They're actually giving away 2 full bags of food to everybody that goes in. There's a really good energy down here at the moment. Everyone's really happy and really grateful to be able to get what they're getting. It's really nice. And then another crazy thing is there's so much accommodation and hotels in this area that a lot of them have completely closed down. You know, whether it's temporary and they plan to open up again later, I'm not sure. But there's like a surprising amount of hotels that are basically fenced off, like this one behind me here. So is there hope for these places? I really don't know, you know. It's just so weird to be in a place, especially like this, right? This is normally a bustling market, and it's completely derelict and abandoned. So, you know, is there hope for places like this? I really don't know. I think if there is, it's a long, hard road to get here. I'd love to know your thoughts. You know, what do you guys all think? Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think. You know, can these places recover? I really don't know. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up here. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.